yogis, Jacq here, and I've got one of my favorite practices for you. It's a restorative practice that I love to do before I go to sleep, but it's really great for everyone anytime because, you know, our world today is just go, 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 and we move from one thing to the next. So we've kind of forgotten to slow down, and this is what the restorative practice reminds us. So it's really calming, really soothing, great for sleep, great for anxiety. You'll see. So I've got a block and a bolster. If you don't have these at home, no problem. Sometimes instead of a bolster, I'll take a blanket and I'll roll it up and just make a log with it. And then you can use a pillow for a block. Okay, so we'll set up in our first shape by bringing the block underneath the bolster or the blanket roll. So you're just setting yourself up a little ramp. So remember, if you've just got a blanket roll at home, you can just place a pillow under the top of it. And then scoot your sacrum, that base of the spine, right up to the edge of your blanket roll. And then you'll come to recline onto your back. If your back is sensitive at all, it can be a lot more soothing to bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Otherwise, your legs can really come wherever feels comfortable. So long, or maybe you can butterfly. Don't take this shape if this causes any strain on your hip flexors, though. And then let your arms open up, just like Shavasana. This is a gentle opener across the heart. Heart openers can be a little bit scary or cause us to tense across the neck and face. And so this is a really nice, supportive version while getting the same benefits. We'll hold these postures a little bit longer than a movement class. And this really invites the nervous system to slow down. And the fascia, which is the tissue around the muscles, to also soften. As with all of our mindfulness practices, this is all about the breath. Let the breath move naturally through the nose. Feel the subtle rise and fall of the belly, ribs, and chest. And bring your attention to the pause between the breath. So there's an inhale, nice and smooth as you breathe in. And then there's a pause at the top of the inhale before you begin your exhale. Empty all the breath out of the body on the exhale, and then there's that pause again before you breathe in. Let's take another 2 breaths here. Soften your face, soften your shoulders, and just let yourself be held. As we transition out of the shape, see if you can move with the same energy. So pretty calm, pretty smooth. Use the forearms to bring yourself back upright. And then we'll shift into a wide-legged forward fold. So you'll use the same two props. And depending on your flexibility, you may or may not need your block. I'm going to stick with the block. It's the same setup. You're just creating a little ramp. From here, let both of your legs extend out long. So you're making a wide V shape, and this will be different for all of us, right? Some of us will be closer to the bolster. Others of us will be a lot wider. Bring the edge of the bolster right close into your body. So I kind of like mine pressing right up against my belly. Feel your sit bones on the mat, and then as you breathe in, imagine the sides of your waist could get even longer. Stretch your heart forward, so my belly presses right into the bolster, and I kind of climb my way there. With all of these shapes, take your time to really snuggle in. If you wear glasses, you might take them off. Just let yourself be nice and cozy. Let the arms just fall wherever feels natural. And then bring your attention to the sensation in the body. I feel sensation in my hamstrings. Feels a little bit of tightness, particularly in my right hamstring. So just identify that for yourself. And this is simply a way to stay present, right? Rather than thinking of your grocery list or letting the mind wander off. Bring your attention to something that is right now. And so when I identify the tension, that's where I direct my breath. So visualize the breath moving in through the nostrils, through the throat, through the chest, down into the pelvis, and then maybe you're feeling something in the back, or also in your legs or your hips. And just watch the journey of the breath as it travels. Let's switch to the opposite cheek so we just get some evenness in the sides of the neck. Let yourself resettle in. Softening over and over again. Let's take another 2 breaths here. Take your time. Use the hands and forearms to make yourself rise again upright. And we'll shift on to our backs. So you won't need your block for this one, but you will need your mat. And a bolster, blanket, or pillow. So you'll see, we'll come down here. Ease your way onto your back. Take a moment just to feel your body on the earth. Bring your bolster or blanket over to the right side of your mat and hug your knees into your chest. Just give yourself a little squeeze, maybe a rock from side to side. And then we're going to lengthen the right leg out long. Interlace the fingers around the left calf and hug the knee into the body. So notice both of my feet are alive. That right leg and foot is even active. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to twist over to the right. So I like this one because it reminds me of spooning. Let your left thigh snuggle onto your bolster. So again, we all have different mobility here in the spine. We're working on a healthy twist for the spine. You can stay just like this, letting both of the shoulders get soft, or if you feel like you have a little deeper to go, forearms lift up with the elbows onto the earth, and then you'll use this to lift the heart a little bit and just snuggle the shoulders. So now you can see the back of my heart is actually on the earth. In spinal twists, it's often directed for the gaze to look over the opposite shoulder, but for this restoration practice, let's keep our head in line with our heart. Arms fall anywhere that feels natural. Come back to fluid breath. The breath is like your metronome. It grounds you right here in this moment. Let's take another breath in. And as you breathe out, start to bring your left foot back down to the earth. Bending the right knee, both feet on the earth, scoot your hips back towards center. Let's take a full body stretch. So just like a nice morning wake up, move in any way that feels good. And then we're over to the other side. So switching your prop, your support to the left side. Take a moment, let your body land. Hear the sound of your breath. And then it's a long left leg, right knee hugs in. Interlace fingers around the shin. Both legs are alive. So just a little gentle pressure, gentle tug. You'll get some opening in the front of the left hip flexor. It's an exhale that will twist you over. So you get to cuddle right up to your bolster. Letting your right knee move across the body, right thigh. And then you find the place that's sustainable for you. So again, I'm going to use the elbows into the mat to lift the heart, and then a scooch of the shoulders to come back down. When we give ourselves support like this, it just allows the body to soften more than if I were trying to hold that right thigh up on my own. The support of the props actually allows us to come deeper into the shape. Even in more active practice, using the props can make shapes more accessible. So don't think of them as a crutch, but just a useful tool. And 3 more expansive breaths. Softening on every exhale. Transitioning slowly back to our backs. Right foot to the floor, left foot centering the hips and the heart and the head. Stretch the arms long. Stretch the legs long. Take a full body stretch again. Breathe, stretch as long as you can. Open mouth, exhale. That always feels great. For our final shape, a supported Shavasana. Really sweet for the low back. So you'll slide your prop underneath your knees to stretch the legs out long. Low back is really supported. Really allows the body to get comfortable. If you feel like you need a little extra grounding, if you've been anxious lately or just a human and on the go, it's nice to take a block, something with a little bit of weight, so maybe another blanket over the pelvis, the belly. Invites that earthy energy. So let the palms open up. Take your glasses off if you have them, because that's a signal for the body to calm down, right? Feet flop out. Let the belly be soft. No holding. Nothing to do. But stay here. Nowhere to be. In these longer held shapes, of course, the mind likes to wander. But you took this time for yourself, so why not be here? Stay in Shavasana for at least 5 minutes. Longer if you have the time. And when you're ready to ease your way up and out of the shape, do so slowly. Make your way onto one side. Curling up into the fetal pose, just a little ball. Take another heavy breath there. And then let the spine stay heavy, your head heavy as you come up to sit. And before you rush off into your day, take a moment sitting upright with your palms on tops of your thighs, inviting more grounding. A reminder that as you move off and into your day or into your bed, wherever restlessness might creep in, you've got the tools within you to make a shift at any time. Let your hands come to your heart to seal in this intention and this grounded and calm energy. Namaste. All right. Hope you're feeling great. Ready to rest or take restlessness out of the rest of your day. Follow along. I'm at mindful-ish on Instagram. I'll see you next time.